most recent date. The release date is May 2022. If the Asian Tech video is correct, they're going to beat the launch of the Ford F-150 Lightning by releasing in April. Hi, this is MXUX. This is a Asia Tech Info video. Haven't been able to find much information on this service. They have a lot of videos up on YouTube, and they have a pretty big media site there with a lot of other news items on it and so forth. But this is a December 27, 21 video, and they talk about FOXCONN moving forward without Apple and the Apple setbacks that they've had on their car with their top design person leaving to go to Ford, I believe. They mentioned these three models, which are going to be the FOXCONN models, which we've gone over in previous videos. You can check those out. These are going to be made to order via an app on the phone, which is pretty cool. Now, here at the end of the video, and this is only a 1-minute video, they talk about Lordstown, and the interesting thing is, according to this video, they have inside information that Lordstown is going to release the Endurance in April 22 instead of Q3 22, which would have been September-ish. And as you can see from other segments on this, that could be very important. Is this valid information? Don't know. Is this inside information? Don't know. Is this anything that has been mentioned in the U.S. media? No. Are they talking about old news here? Because this was, the initial start date was April at Lordstown, and then it was pumped back to third quarter, Q3, as you'll see later in this video. And then, now this video, which is recent, I don't know. I cannot find any other information on this. I thought it was interesting. I wanted to bring it to you. Let's just listen to this video. I believe this is an overdub of this. Either this is a bot or a live person. I'm not sure. But they talk about Lordstown and FOXCONN.
Has yet to start sales of any vehicle, following the debut of its EV platform last year. It plans to start mass production of Lordstown's Endurance electric pickup in Ohio in April, according to a person familiar with its schedule. FOXCONN launches 3 made-to-order.
Okay, so if you heard that, I'll play it one more time. I think it's about here.
FOXCONN has yet to start sales of any vehicle, following the debut of its EV platform last year. It plans to start mass production of Lordstown's Endurance electric pickup in Ohio in April.
April. So, if true, is this a breadcrumb? We have no information from anyone. With this pending deal, they say an inside source has given them this information. Lordstown is on absolute lockdown, only press releases. FOXCONN is not saying anything either. So, this is a breadcrumb. Does it mean anything? I don't know. This is something you're going to have to decide for yourselves. I just wanted to bring it out. Now, this is also very interesting. This is from a Ford dealership, Jim Ellis Ford dealership. And this is really recent as well. And they have the release date here mentioned and the price of the Ford F-150 Lightning. By the way, these dealers are going to be marking these trucks up. They're adding $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 service charges onto the base sticker price of these trucks. Ford is production constrained by battery supply, I believe. They are limiting production of the Ford F-150 Lightning. Will they make any for the fleet market? We don't know. I am of the opinion that they're going to be making the most expensive, most profitable models for the first year or two of production. But will they let their fleet dominance wane? Their fleet sales were down 26% in the last year before the pandemic. So they were already losing ground, um, and that was the spot, the niche that Lordstown was going to fill. And according to their last press release, they are going after the fleet market, and both nationally and internationally. Lordstown is. Now, here is the expected Ford release date is May 2022, and they say expected. I don't, Ford builds trucks for a living. They don't build electric trucks, but they build trucks for a living. Will this date get pushed back? I don't know. But this is the most recent date. The release date is May 2022. If the Asian Tech video is correct, they're going to beat the launch of the Ford F-150 Lightning by releasing in April, if that is in fact what they're doing. So this is pretty exciting news if Lordstown can get the drop on Ford, their main fleet competitor. The Rivian guys, Rivian is just, they're all over the place, and now they're basically backpedaling and saying they're going to concentrate on producing the vans. They're not even going to concentrate on the vehicles, and they're shifting up which vehicle they're going to produce. So some people have been told they're going to be waiting 2 or 3 years for a Rivian. I don't know that Rivian is the same vehicle as the Endurance. I don't think it's a competitor. But anyway, if in fact Lordstown is going to release in April 2022, they're going to beat Ford. So there we go. And this is from, I believe, The Verge, and this is November 11th, 21. And this is ship the Endurance in the third quarter of 22, not the second quarter as previously targeted. So, this was the delay, and this is the information that is contradicted by the previous um, uh, video clip there. Quick close on this video. No way to know if this is meaningful information or not. However, the fact that it came out means something. I'm not sure what. It's hard to define. And I'm not sure that it matters that much when the start of production will be. Of course, if it was before Ford, I'd like that very much. The question is, who is the competition for Lordstown Motors in the electric fleet market? Uh, you know, the Cybertruck, not an issue. They're back ordered for 5 years. That's not a fleet truck. That is a lifestyle vehicle. It's going to be a great one, but it's not going to be a fleet vehicle. The Ford Lightning, if they decide to devote a percentage of production to the Lightning fleet vehicle, which is the Pro model, which is $40,000, which is probably likely below cost, I would say, on that vehicle for Ford. So it's going to be a lost leader. I don't know. Will they do it? I don't know. I say no. I say they're going to go for the higher end models. The dealers are going to be clamoring for the higher end models, and that's what they're going to go with. Will the fleet managers go with the Lightning? Hard to say. In my personal opinion, estimation, the charge times, the weight, the construction of the vehicle, the hub motor maintenance, the upgradability of the battery pack, and the although I believe Ford has that, but also the upgradability of the wheel motors. I think, and the simplicity of the Lordstown with much fewer parts, much less, half the weight. You know, I think they have, what, 5,000 parts in the Lordstown Endurance versus, you know, the mechanical, electromechanical uh, rear differential in the Ford Lightning, along with the independent suspension in the rear, which, how is it going to work for a work truck? I don't think Lordstown, I think they have a pretty free lane. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is a case study on the myth of entrepreneurship in America. And, but in any case, I see Lordstown having, depending on execution, depending on quality, which I think they've proven with all their testing and so forth. And FOXCONN certainly is a master of production quality. I think they have a pretty free lane. If they can restart production early and beat Ford, and there are other sources that are saying the chip shortage is easing. Of course, that would also ease for Ford. However, I believe Lordstown is the leader in building a start of production, real start of production of a real vehicle. You know, Rivian, here's another story. I mean, you know, how they're not getting called by the SEC, I don't know. But they basically sold a handful of trucks to insiders, put off production of everything else, some models till 2023. Starting work on the Amazon delivery van, which again is going to be overweight and so on and so forth. I don't know. They're certainly not competition for the Lordstown Motors truck. Now, if Lordstown Motors wanted to go to the civilian market outside of the fleet market, you know, everybody's building these 3-box sedans. Does anyone remember right before the EVs came out that the 3-box sedan was dead? Didn't Ford quit making 3-box sedans altogether? And you've got Lucid, and you've got all these other companies coming out with these 3-box electric vehicles. I don't know. I think the Lordstown SUV, of course, I think they're going to push the van instead as the next vehicle. But I think the Lordstown SUV would be the perfect commercial consumer vehicle. Anyway, this is MXUX signing off. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. This is still a very high-risk investment. This is meant for a risk-on market, which we are not in presently. Although I am bullish on the overall market in the coming year, and certainly bullish on EVs. So thanks for watching. Good luck in the new year.